I think that it's very important that, we always get to the root cause of things. I had met many doctors to heal my autoimmune condition. And I always believe that it is reversible. I just haven't found that doctor to tell me it is reversible. And when I spoke to you over the phone, you instilled a sense of faith in me. And I think it's also important to work with a doctor that believes in you just as much as you do in yourself. Because if I have faith in myself that I can heal, but the doctor doesn't, it's like, who am I working with? Is this even worth it? Am I putting my time and energy in the right place? But when I spoke to you, I just knew, I had my hopes were high. And by the second visit, like you said, I was so excited to see you. And I literally told you that I'm feeling so much better. And you were like, that's what it is. So let's get into education. So let's talk about root cause. What does it mean to approach something from a root cause perspective?
Yeah. So, it's interesting because it's obviously a hot topic with, in a lot of the health
functional medicine.
The whole root cause thing, the functional medicine, all those phrases. And essentially what it means is we're trying to figure out what's causing the health issue. And if we can fix that, then your body will heal it. And I say that, and of course people say, yeah, absolutely. But it's crazy that that's not our first thought. And that's not how we naturally think. Because oftentimes when I say that statement that we want to get to the bottom of things, address that correctly so the body heals itself. When I say that, that is not like the status quo in healthcare. And that blows my mind. The status quo, which is not usually spoken out loud, it's just what happens, is here's your symptoms, here's your drug or medication, and, let's see how it goes. Number one, we're not even trying to support the body in healing itself. A lot of times we're chemically trying to manipulate the body. And then two,
to get rid of the symptoms.
Yes, totally just addressing the symptoms, which whenever you address the symptoms with something, there's usually going to be other symptoms that form because your body is beautifully designed and created. And it's not just a robot. It's an intelligent design. And so it's going to adapt around different drugs and medications and things like that. That's one of the biggest problems in our healthcare system today, for sure, is doctors are not trying to get to the bottom of things. And for the doctors that are trying to get to the bottom of things to figure out what's actually causing things, that's number one, awesome. And I love that. But number two is what systems are we using to do that? Because we have lab work, which can be very helpful. But really outside of that and a good history, it can sometimes be really difficult to figure those things out. And that's where I love the applied kinesiology and systems healthcare approaches, because more than anything else that I've been exposed to, they've been really able to get to the bottom of things rather quickly.
Yes.
But yeah, root cause is definitely what you want to go for. And, there's a lot of doctors, there's a lot of practitioners that claim to kind of be focused on the root cause approach. And I've had a number of patients that had been to some different people that said they were root cause, and then they just prescribed things for the symptoms. And so, you kind of want to take it step by step with each practitioner. But root cause approach is definitely where I think our healthcare system is heading. And I think we've seen a huge revolution since COVID and all this other nasty stuff the last 2 years, that people are actually waking up a little bit and seeing how bad our healthcare system is in America right now.
To your point about root cause, I have worked, not for a long time, but I have approached doctors who do claim that they are a root cause, a doctor that practices root cause. And what I had found is I get these labs done. There are some markers that are out of balance. They prescribe me some supplements instead of drugs. And they try to, bring up those markers, and that's it. But that's really not root cause, because there's much more underneath. So for example, when you looked at my work, my blood work, you said my iron was low, but my iron wasn't low just because I wasn't taking enough iron, because I had other inflammation, other
infections,
toxicities, infections and toxicities, right? So that to me was root cause. And that was mind blowing to hear is, look, all these parasites and infections are eating away your iron, which is why it's low. So no matter how much I increase my iron intake, my iron is still going to be low. So let's address the infections and the parasites and all of this. So that to me was proper root cause approach.